We grow when we give.
We grow when we give.
We grow when we give.
Nosotros crecemos cuando damos.
We grow when we give.
与えるとき成長する。
We grow when we give. Welcome to R.O.G, Return on Generosity, a podcast celebrating generosity at work. Not financial giving, giving valuable time, alternative perspectives, and genuine collaboration. Welcome to R.O.G. I'm your host, Shannon Cassidy. This is a Generous Leaders Coaching Tip episode, and we are working through the 5-degree principle, how small changes lead to big results. Today's topic is Expect the Unexpected, Chapter 3. And each chapter begins with a quote, and this one is from Eleanor Roosevelt, First Lady and Civil Rights Advocate, and she says, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing you cannot do." How true is that? So for us to think about what is an experience we have coming up in the near future, be that a one-on-one, a team meeting, a board meeting, a keynote speech, performance feedback, whatever it is that is a high-stakes, important conversation that we are going to be a part of. As a generous leader, we want to expect the unexpected and prepare for those conversations. So I think of it like a triad, these 3 equal things that we want to consider. The first is our focus. Think of this like a target or a bullseye. What is the outcome, the business outcome that you want to achieve in this interaction? Also, as a part of that focus is how do you want to be perceived? What's the brand and impression that you want to create while you're engaging? And then the third thing that's still a part of the focus and target is what do you not want to focus on? What is something that could distract you or could cause you some kind of fear or uncertainty or a lack of confidence? And prepare in advance, what are those things, and intentionally get them out of your mind so that you can stay focused on that target, that bullseye, that main point that you want to make or the business outcome that you want to achieve in that conversation. So that's the first thing. The second are your words, because our words make meaning. Our language causes people to feel things. It's semantics, it's understanding. And so to the best of your ability, what are the words or phrases that you could choose to share in order for you to communicate on purpose and thoughtfully, generously? If this is a really high stakes conversation, I recommend writing out what you're going to say. Not that you will ever read that, please don't, but for you to collect your thoughts and put your words in a form that makes sense and make sure you're not saying too much and you're just getting focused on the right items and you're saying it in a way that's fair, clear, and necessary. The third thing for us to consider is our body language. So interesting to know that 55% of our message when we're having live communication, be that in person or virtually, 55% of that message is communicated non-verbally, which means if our body language and our words don't match, people are going to hear our body language. They'll read our physiology. So our physiology, body language, and our tone and our pitch are 95% of the message. Our words that we just talked about, preparing and making sure we're being thoughtful, are important, but they're not as important as how we say the thing. So as you're preparing for this, whatever it is that you have coming up in the near future, think about what is the goal and outcome of this conversation? How do I want to be perceived? What kind of head trash do I need to dump? Get the things that are causing me uncertainty and insecurities out of my mind. Then what are the words and phrases and questions that I want to share in order for me to communicate this thoughtfully? And then the body language. How can I make sure that my body language is going to mirror my intentions? And interestingly, our body language is going to follow that first thing, your focus. So that's why we want to dump the head trash and not run the risk of confusing the people with whom we're communicating and make sure we're communicating on purpose. So I wish you all the best of luck. Let me know how it goes. And please stay generous, everyone.
Thanks for listening to R.O.G, Return on Generosity podcast. Please help us grow by subscribing and reviewing us on your favorite podcast player. And for more information, visit bridgebetween.com. We grow when we give.
우리는 나누면서 성숙합니다.
We grow when we give.
On rayonne quand on donne.
We grow when we give.